Now, from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is Your Weather Tonight. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go now, heading right on into our Monday evening. And we did have a little bit of active weather as we went through our Monday afternoon. Some scattered showers, a few rumbles of thunder for some folks out there. We'll talk about that coming up. But I think the bigger story now as we're heading into the evening, it is this cold front that's moving through the area. It's going to be a windy cold front. And it is going to begin to edge temperatures down. In fact, really, as we look forward in time, talking about, well, of course, Thanksgiving now on the horizon, it will be cooler compared to, what we saw out there today. So again, more on that coming up. And when is our next rain opportunity? Is there anything with that showing up on the horizon? Again, details also on that coming up. But again, this would be your Monday evening, maybe running around trying to do a few errands, getting ready for some family coming into town. Temperatures through the 60s, so not necessarily chilly, but becoming cooler for sure. But again, notice that northerly wind right there continuing to kick up even as we go through the evening. That will begin to put even a bit of an edge on the temperatures, again, the deeper we get into the evening as well. These were your daytime highs, and again, for a lot of locations, again, it was very mild to warm. And in fact, even the Corsicana area, 80 degrees on the nose today. Again, a few locations off to the northwest, kind of where the cold front was hanging out, say from the Bowie area back through Graham, a little bit less mild there with temperatures generally in the 60s for highs. But even in the Metroplex, I mean, look at the Mesquite area, 77, eastern Dallas County, DFW officially 76. But again, like I mentioned, that will be a completely different story as we get into, well, tomorrow and really even as we head forward through the rest of your holiday work week. So who saw rain today? Radar estimated rainfall totals, it was pretty spotty, right? Mainly over in our eastern counties. Locally here in the Metroplex, we did have a couple of isolated showers, a couple sprinkles around for the morning commute. Again, the roadways were kind of damp to wet, but again, for us, by and large, it was a swing and a miss. Most of the active weather, though, we saw in our eastern counties as we went through the afternoon. Nothing severe, a couple just kind of general variety thunderstorms. Those have now pushed well off to the east, and in fact, we've got a pretty decent severe complex here of weather that again continues to move through parts of Louisiana, even pushing over into parts of Mississippi now. Green boxes lit up there. Those are tornado watches. We've had a few tornado warnings and even a couple vortex indicators on radar with some of those tornado warnings as well. I think for us as we go through the evening, again locally here in North Texas, the only real opportunity of any lingering showery activity, at least through about 9 p.m. this evening, it's going to be up here in our northeastern counties. That's where the area of low pressure is. You can see a couple thunderstorms that popped up in Oklahoma. We've had one shower up around the Sherman area, so we'll watch that. But by and large, as we go through this evening, as we go through tonight, basically dry and then basically dry all the way into your Thanksgiving Thursday as well. But look at this upper level storm system. You can definitely see the big time counterclockwise spin. Very impressive storm system here. Core of it, the area of low pressure just south of Kansas City. But again, this system continues to push off to the east. Again, you can see the warm front boundaries all the way down into Louisiana. Severe weather focusing on that right there. But of course, for us, the bigger story, it is that blue line. It is the cold front that again is moving through North Texas. Whenever you have a cold front, you always have to look kind of upstream, right to the north or to the northwest with the front. And there's some cooler air for sure, right? But this is not an Arctic front. There's no massive chill down with this front. But again, temperatures basically closer to normal or maybe even a little bit below normal as we go over the next several days. So officially from the Storm Prediction Center, still a little bit of red here this evening. But again, I think by and large, we're basically done with that. Again, like I mentioned, I think even our rain chances or storm chances as we go through the evening, we're basically edging those down. Looking at the model here, you can basically see that as well. Again, a rogue shower, maybe a rumble of thunder again to the northeast as we go through the early evening. Can't be ruled out. Otherwise, I think it's a pretty quiet forecast. So here are your overnight lows. Again, you can see most locations generally in the 40s. There's that very isolated rain and storm chance off to the northeast I was talking about. And then as we go through tomorrow, most locations in the 50s for daytime highs. And again, simply put, we're going to remain dry as we go through tomorrow. Then as we skip ahead to Tuesday night into Wednesday, again, overnight lows here generally in the 40s. And then as we get into Wednesday, it's another day where we're talking about temperatures there generally in the 50s. So the updated 12-day forecast here, even on Thanksgiving, I did have a couple sprinkles possible earlier in the day. I've taken that out, maybe a few clouds around on Thanksgiving. Our next rain opportunity comes up this upcoming weekend. Otherwise, again, you can see temperatures cooler.